Eric, when you look down the list, obviously people gravitate to the guys with the highest ranking and the most stars next to their name. But is there a player or two or three, however far you want to take it, that intrigue you?
I think there's quite a few guys that are interesting. Oregon went out and, as you said, they got some 4-star recruits. And then again, you don't have a top 25 class nationally, which I think is quite an accomplishment, by the way, considering the context of what Dan Lanning went through without having some blue chippers. But I look at a couple of guys on the lines. I think Michael Wooten as an offensive tackle projects to be somebody who can be a difference maker at some point. I don't think that's right away. I don't think it needs to be right away, which is the luxury you have with returning, your 6 or 7 of your top offensive linemen from a year ago. I think at some point that Wooten could be a guy who is your left tackle or your right tackle, depending on how he develops. I'm not talking 22, probably 23, but he's intriguing. He's got great length, athleticism. He's got good feet for a big guy. And again, just kind of a middling 3-star recruit by I guess national standards. So I think that's one to watch. Anthony Jones, who was a late addition that signed back in December, an edge player who I believe is already enrolled. Pretty intriguing. Was a guy that they kind of got in on late, flipped him from Texas. Big, athletic, moves well. And then his high school teammate, Sir Mells, is another guy in the front 7. They both played at Liberty High School in the Las Vegas area. 6'5", 300-something pounds, big interior body. I know, speaking with Sir, that Dan Lanning kind of pitched him on being a Georgia-like interior defensive lineman, with just the big body and frame. And that's a challenge sometimes out west, is finding bodies like that, just because, to be frank, the Southeast has more of them and probably better players at that position group. So if Mells can develop from, again, kind of a middling 3-star recruit into somebody who can be a contributor, that's a big victory. And I think I'll look forward towards the next couple of years is how Oregon recruits interior defensive linemen. Is Dan Lanning able to have some success in the Southeast? And Tosh Lupoy, who obviously have experience down there. Tony Tuioti was at Nebraska. Does he have some experience maybe in the Texas, Oklahoma, the Southwest? Can they have some ties down there? Because frankly, it's outside of Los Angeles and sometimes Seattle and Salt Lake City, there's just not a lot of big time interior defensive linemen. And thought Oregon did a good job with getting some guys this cycle, but going forward, it'll be interesting to see kind of where they target those players.